Hey, what's up? How's it going? Today's video we are going to be creating a magistrate logo kind of so in CorelDraw 2021. Without further ado, let's step into it. So right now let's get on to it. So right now what we're gonna do is to go ahead, let's make use of those rectangle tool. Let's just draw a perfect line just like so, change to black. So we are going to be working with black and white. So right now let's just click it once again, then let's slant it just like so. Good. So after that, what we needed to do is to make a copy just like so to the other side, then you go ahead and move it closer just like so. After that, let's just make it a bit wider, click once again, then you slant it in just like so. Good. So after all of this, what we needed to do next is to go ahead and create a basement for this object that we created. Change to black, then you make a copy forward just like so, make it wider. Good. So our next step right now is to go ahead and just let's go ahead and select our brazier tool. Click that once again, then you go ahead and just go ahead, slant that, then just like so. Good. So after all of this, what we needed to do is to go ahead and just use your shape tool, double click right here, click this. Good. To look round. So what we needed to do next is to go ahead, hit F12, and that pops up. Then you go ahead and make the line thicker. Let's make it 19. That's too tiny, so let's make it let's make it 20 or 30. Good. I think that's good. That's nice. So what we're gonna do now is to go ahead and just go over to object that you convert outline to object. Automatically it converted it to outline. So as this right now, we are going to gain access to it fully. We can maneuver the line right now. So what we needed to do is to go ahead, go over at your shape tool. So let's pull this angle up like so. Good. Can you see that? So right now what we are going to do is to just use your rectangle tool. Let's cut this off. Hold shift key, select the one that I created, then you go ahead and trim. That gives it a perfect line. So right now what we're going to do is let's create round object right here, change that to black, then you go ahead and wet it all up. Good. So what we're going to do now, we have to make this place a bit perfect. So let's double click right here to unappear the node, so that takes it to a perfect shape. Double click here, can you see that? Go ahead, double click to add the node here, then on node this, double click, that takes you there. Good. Double click, add the node, pull it backward. Go ahead, double click on the line to unappear the node. Good. Double click right here, add a node right here, double click here to unappear the node. Likewise this. Good. That's shaping it all up. Double click on this. No, that's run it. Double click right here, then you double click to a perfect shape. Good. Can you see that? So let's go ahead to this angle, double click, it takes you to a perfect shape. Good. So right now the next thing is to go ahead to let's go ahead to this angle right here, add the node right here, then you double click to unappear the node. So that takes it to a perfect shape right there. So what we're going to do next is to make a copy of this to the other side. Then you wet it all up. Good. Can you see that? So right now what we are going to do is to go ahead and create, a scale. So locate your rectangle tool, create a perfect line just like so, change that to black. After all of that, make it a bit shorter. Then you go ahead, double click once again, then you screw, right click to copy paste that, then you shift it to fit in. Make a copy of the layer, then you move it closer just like so. Good. So our next step right now is to go ahead and just wet this all up, wet it. Then you go ahead and just pull it up. So right now what we're gonna do is to just squeeze, make it longer. Then you go ahead and create a box to cut that shape off. Hold shift key on keyboard, select the object that you created, then you trim. Automatically it trims. So right now what we're going to do is to go ahead and use this box to create an object that would link to these lines that we created. So let's just create a perfect object right there. So what you're going to do, right click, convert to curve, then you double click on this, double click on this line, then you right click, set the line to curve, then you pull this down just like so. Good. So right now what we're gonna do is to go ahead and just pull these dots to the side, then you pull this dot as well to that side, change to black, then let's squeeze it a bit to fit in, center it within that. Good. So right now what we're gonna do is to just make a copy of this layer to this layer. So after all of this, let's click this once again, then pull this angle up a little bit, then let's adjust this, wet that all up, then go ahead wet this all up. Good. So pull this up a little bit, then you pull this down to show a scale. So right now what you're going to do is to just select this object in the middle, make it longer, then let's go ahead and just create a perfect circle on top of all of this just like so. Good. So what we're going to do now is to go ahead and just make a copy inward, right click, then you combine all of that. Good. So change it to black. So right now what we are going to do is to make a copy inward, then you go ahead and just select this all there. Let's reduce that. Good. So it's Ctrl K to break that into pieces, then let's change the color to lemon, send that back. Good. Or better still, let it remain as black, then you change the inner object to white, then go over and change the outer side of this to lemon. So good. So here is the outcome of what we created so far. Don't forget to subscribe to my YouTube channel by clicking on the button below, subscribe, and don't forget to hit that like button so that other people can benefit from what we have shared so far. See you in the next video. Bye for now.